first and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. Second down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. At the 33-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's going to have a Lions first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On play action, Goff. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll go play action with Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. It is a huge play for Detroit. 31 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. 5. Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he will score. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Brian Branch in on the tackle. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes back. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, with contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On the ground, this is Piro. Oh, the ball's out. The Lions have got it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Patrick to throw. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in and at least force a field goal? The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
And he missed the extra point. No good on the try, and this one stays a 7-point game. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Goff. is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. Pacheco. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he is going to score a pick 6. One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City, It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from KC. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And this will gain a couple of yards, up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Easy.
Here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Yellow. 43.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Yellow. 57 color. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Hardman now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Attack, attack! That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
On first down, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Mahomes now to throw again. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So after one, it's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow! Yellow! Right side!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Pacheco. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's second and 2. In motion comes Andrews. Second down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. And even 30 yards. A first down throw for Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Jackson up top again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away. He'll try again here, second and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Hughes. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, 43.
To throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Yellow. 50, yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play just before the half. An even 40 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go going.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. Powering forward. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this throw batted away and incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This is stretching it. It'll be a 68-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-point game. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Going to go right back to Henry. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Brian Cook up in the safety spot to make the tackle. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
Yellow. Right side.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Hardy now with the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play. Second down and 8. Now, Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Jackson now on 2nd down. To the tight end, Likely. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A pass pulled in by Henry. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Real quick, ready?
Now Jackson. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one.